this book is for you. I can tell you that. Physical books are just a whole lot of struggles. I don't do that. I don't know one another are all stood up on the worst day to ever be stood up on, which is drum rolls, please. Obviously. Hey guys, welcome to the Bookish Rant podcast. If you're new here, my name is Neema, and I love reading books, obviously. Otherwise, duh. If you're new here, obviously, because everyone is new. If you're new here, with this we talk about the books you loved, the books you didn't love, the ones that we think could have done better, the book series that we think like
from start to finish are great, are the ones that, could use a little work.
thing. So welcome. I hope you stay. I hope you like what content I serve, the books I like talking about, and feel free all to comment about the books that you want me to like review and whatnot. Also, I want to mention the fact that the books I will mention, I read them as ebooks. Physical books are just a whole lot of struggles. I don't do that. I read ebooks, and so the ones I list, I will put them right here somewhere. Okay. So this video we're talking about the books that I read in March. I read 4 books that are worth talking about. Basically, there are some that I read, started, didn't finish, whatever. We'll talk about those later. But right now, I want to talk about the books that I read in March. And this is going to be interesting because there's some books I'm just like, what the actual heck? So the first book I want to talk about is The No Show by Beth O'Leary. 3 different women, each strangers to each other, they do not know one another, are all stood up on the worst day to ever be stood up on, which is drum rolls, please. Obviously, Valentine's Day. And so they're all stood up. What they don't know is that they are stood up by the same guy on the same day by the same guy. And so like the story follows this guy, but from the perspective of these 3 women. And so like we get to see this like his different trades, how like how he relates with the 3 different women. One, her name is Siobhan. Okay, so the 3 different women. One, the first one is Siobhan. She's a life coach, and then the second lady, her name is Miranda. She's a tree surgeon. Like I, first of all, I didn't even know there's something like a tree surgeon. So there's that. And then the third one, her name is it Grace? Let me see. Yeah. Jane. Jane is a soft spoken volunteer. She's giving people pleasing. She's giving like a recovering people pleaser, not like people pleasing, a recovering people pleaser. Like she's soft spoken, but then she also like knows her stuff and whatever. The notion. Basically, I feel I love that book. I give it 5 stars. Listen, that book was great, and the plot twist at the end is just like amazing. Because so when I was reading the book, I was just like, who in the world is this guy? Like, because I was reading the book, I was like, who in the world does this guy think he is? Because like he sounds like a great guy, he really does. But then like there are some inconsistencies. Like, why the heck are you standing up 3 women? Why the heck are you giving such lame excuses on the day after? It's like, if you're lying, at least lie logically. But then at the end, everything comes to light, and you're like, you got me, Beth. You got me. So highly recommend that book. I give it 5 stars. Love it. Love it. Definitely recommend. Second book. Oh, okay. Now, second book that I read. Sip some butter. Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary. What can we say? Listen, even okay. So this book, first of all, I got it from another YouTuber. Her name is Kalila D. I think Kalila. One of those. She's a really fun YouTuber, my favorite, and she's a black YouTuber, book reader type of thing. Like I love her books, and I love her YouTube basically. And so, Project Hail Mary, she loved it, and she highly recommended it. And so I was like, yeah, let's go read it. So Project Hail Mary is a science fiction type of novel about this scientists who discover that Earth is, I mean, the sun is losing a lot of its, okay, some of its energy, and in 30 years, it will have lost enough energy to not be able to sustain life on Earth. And so the scientists start panicking and they're like, what the heck are we going to do? And so this guy, one guy is picked to go to the sun to try and figure out what exactly is sapping the energy from the sun. And so the book starts with him waking up from a coma to two of his friends having died, and so he starts retracing his steps, starts having flashbacks, remembering all these things, what brought him here, and he realizes that he's the only one who, like literally, the fate of Earth is in his hands. He wakes up, a couple of years have already gone by. I think it was 3 years have already gone by, and like his clock is ticking. He's heading quickly, very quickly. It's a spaceship. Think the 100. Think what else? What else? What else? There's this movie that Kevin Hart acted. I think. Gosh, I don't know. But like, think the 100. Think spaceships, not time travel, but something of that sort. Basically, that. I loved the book. It was really nice. It was really fun. I just I gave it 3.5 stars because the book was really nice, but it was like it was a lot of science, a lot of physics, and I'm not that much of a sci-fi fan, so like it's just it was there, but I could see the potential. I could see the potential of the book. I could see that like this book is going places. I just the plot was a little slow for me, and listen, I wish I was a sci-fi fiction type of girl, but I am not that much. And so, but listen, if I would recommend this book to anyone, if you're a sci-fi fan, if you read a lot of science fiction, if you watch a lot of science fiction movies, this book is for you. I can tell you that much. From someone who doesn't read sci-fi, I can tell you that much. Like it was interesting to the point where if the plot was a little faster, I would definitely have enjoyed it. I will definitely go back and try and finish it. If only, if any of y'all in the comments recommend it to me, I promise I will go and finish it. If anyone can guarantee like this is fun and it gets faster in the end, or like it gets a little faster, the plot gets faster in the future, I definitely would read it. So I just need someone to give me your psych. Sawa. Okay, so it's book number 2. Okay, I really loved it. I would definitely recommend it. I feel like it's a guy book. If also if you want to recommend a book to a guy who doesn't read books, I will go with that. I think so. That's it. I loved it. Well, that's the tea. Um, you will definitely see my book. I wrote my notes over here, so I'm just checking. Kiasi, kiasi. Yeah. Whoop whoop. Okay. Okay. Third book. Third book that I read was The Spanish Love Deception. It also has a cartoony cover. I feel like I don't judge a book by its cover. Actually, I like the books that have cartoony covers because, like, in the history of books that I've read that have cartoony covers, I've loved most, if not all of them. So at least I think that says something. I feel like if it's a romance and if it has a cartoony cover and a catchy name, I will definitely read it. Anyway, so The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Amos. The book is an adult romance. What's the trope? The trope is work. It's an office romance type of thing, enemies to lovers, whatever. So if you're a fan of that, this is the book for you, basically. The book is about this lady, Catalina. She's a Spanish woman, Latina, whatever, very proud of her heritage, whatnot, and she's looking for a fake date to take to her sister's wedding because she told her family that she had a boyfriend. And I think she broke up with her boyfriend recently, or her boyfriend left her. I think her boyfriend left her recently, and so she didn't want the intrusive questions and she alluded to like how Spanish families are usually very open, I think, and talk about everything, and it's like invasion of privacy. That's the word, invasion of privacy and all that. And so she chooses the easier route and blurts out that she has a boyfriend, and so she is on a quest to find a fake boyfriend to take to her sister's wedding, which is really coming up quickly. And so her work nemesis Aaron offers to be her fake date to the wedding, and so we just like follow the story and see when she accepts like how the relationship transforms from fake to real and whatnot. Guys, I'll be honest with you all, I didn't finish the book. I did not finish it. But I have a legit reason for you. First of all, I gave this book 3 stars. No, 2 stars, 2.5, I think. Anyway, so I gave this book 2.5 stars because the plot was a little slow, it was a little repetitive, especially the first chapter, because like I feel like the joy of enemies to lovers is the banter that we get between the two people, and like knowing that eventually they'll get together, but like we want to see the process and all that type of thing. But our writer over here, our author, yeah, I feel like it was very repetitive at the beginning, because what could have been established, like the relationship between Aaron and Catalina could have been established in what, like 2 pages, 3 pages. Tell me why it took an entire chapter. Tell me why. Slow. So like the repetitiveness made it a little slow. I feel like if the author had cut the entire chapter one into a clean half, that would have been much, much better. But whatever. What else did I not like? I just It was a no. It was giving Wattpad type of romance books, and I feel like there's a distinction, a clear distinction. At least from the time I was reading Wattpad, which was 2015 to 2018, 2019. Yeah, that period. However, if you like enemies to lovers and you're a beginner like romance reader type of thing, I will definitely recommend it. And so I will recommend it's a light hand read, great read. I feel like it's just not because I want to say, because I am like a seasoned romance reader, I don't fall for that stuff. I feel like I could have predicted what would have happened at the end of the book, throughout the entire book. Like, it would have just been, yeah, that's basically it. Thank you all for watching, for staying with me to the end of this video. I loved making this video. It was really fun, really exciting. I hope I continue to make such videos. If you got a book that you would want to read from the ones I've recommended, feel free to like and share and subscribe and help me to grow in this, my tiny community. Sorry for the birds, by the way. Those, like, we have this, it's the birds. I'm sorry, y'all. However, if you like, if you lack, frick, what the heck?